Hi everyone, delonewolf here, welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I am taking you guys on an exploration trip with the Ishtar. The Ishtar actually not as good as the Gila when it comes to speed in combat sites, but it has those free meat slots, and so what it can do is be the cleanup crew of exploration. It can run pretty much anything that you encounter, so that's pretty cool. Let's first of all get started though by giving our ship a new skin. I just bought it from the New Eden store. When they come out with something like that, you have no choice. I think if you like the Ishtar, you have to have that skin. Look at that. Galente Police Department is up and running. We are going on patrol in a more space, but we have the right license to do so. So let's get going and let's see in detail. Nothing to spot, and here we do have a average Jaspet Kernite ore site, so that is not too great, but we also have a signature. So let's get started, try to find out what this is all about. Local, 3 other people, potentially other explorers, but let's hope that we can do okay. And I'll actually take radio. That's the best range, and usually that allows me to hit most of the stuff when I go into a site. And I actually need to sneeze. What the hell? I'm gonna try to hold it. And let's see what RYC is. Ooh, man. This is completely not prepared. Perhaps there's already someone in the site, but this is the very first signature that I scan, and it's actually potentially a nice 3 out of 10 with loot. So let's hurry up. Let's find out what's happening here. Go, go, go. 3 out of 10. Rush in, and it's all there is. Standard, I think, for the 3 out of 10s. Yeah, range 26 kilometer. I think that's actually perfect for the warping on the first room. Second room you'll probably want radio, because then they're a little bit further away. So let's hope that we got this one. That would be the perfect start of my little exploration run, and hopefully we get some loot out of it as well. So go. Activate. And let there be rats. That's what this is all about. Obviously, we're the police as well, so we are here to bust a Sancha operation. Let's see if we're first on the scene. First responders are here, so good to go. I mean, this is great. I did love when I was flying the Concorde ship, but it was just not that effective. And so now that I have this option to fly around with as the police, I am sure as hell going to do that. So starting with some targeting, then we'll do this, and then what I try to do is put individual drones on individual targets like that. We can, I think, start going after the Black Ops squad leader as well. And then just this guy 26, he's being a little bit annoying, so let's actually see if we can take him out. And then the Black Ops commander is actually a little bit fast. Blap, he's down, that's good. That one is gone now as well, excellent. So first we're gonna clean everything up, and then we'll take care of the worst offender here. Let's go. Take this out, take this out, this one, and this one. Excellent, it's going pretty well. Decently fast as well. We can maybe try at 33 kilometers. Can I actually hit that somewhat well? Yep, not bad. So there you go. As you can see, standard crystals, not bad. Everything else gets cleaned up. I'm actually going to switch to that Black Ops agent. That might be going under my guard's range at this point. So we'll clean that up as well. There we go. And then he approaches us within 10 kilometers, so we can speed in. We can use Gleam, target him, and I think small drones are the best in this particular situation. Just because they'll orbit him very quickly. Nice fire rate. Bit of laser, there's a bit of laser fire as well, and a blop. First room is done. Next up, activating radio. Grabbing loot. Unfortunately, nothing too great. And let's head for the gate. Yeah, that is pretty lucky. to be able to start like this, to be honest. But of course, that's the fun of exploration. And so we've got our crystals ready. Packrat, am I gonna try that tactic? I think I will. I think I'll try to just go straight for the loot. And then finish the rest with the guards if possible. Yep, take that gate. No need for the afterburner then. And off we go. Yeah, my nose is itchy. It's quite annoying. But off we go. And yeah, another skin. It's also... My Ishtar is dirty. I have to clean it up, basically. Then that's going to shine all over the place. That's going to be so cool. Yeah, from time to time, CCP does come out with skins that you cannot ignore. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go like that. Hand over the merchandise. Send us a Black Ops Commander. We demand it. And there he is. So that's my lasers going after him. And now he bounces a little bit. Yep, excellent. That means that my sentries have perfect tracking on him. And down he goes very quickly. We should then see the loot coming in pretty soon. So I'm going to get started on the rest of his henchmen. And I think we can try like that. And there we go. That is about as good as it gets. Overseer Wreck coming in. The rest still at 30 plus kilometers. So perfect targets for my guards. As you can see right here. And then we can go like this. Like that, I think. Should still be okay. Add some more laser fire. Target whatever else is left, but look at that cleanup. In the meantime, the goods are here, and ooh, 8-type adaptive nano plating, 99 million ISK. Let's impound that. That is absolutely why we are here. That's the type of hauls that we like to see. That is the perfect start, I have to say, for an exploration run in EVE Online. Let's quickly dispatch of the rest of their defenses here. In case of civilians coming across the site. And then we'll do our cleanup of the next system. So you go down, let's see if they can actually still take this guy out. Yeah, no problem, 26 kilometers. Plenty of tracking, that works out quite well. Standards are back up. Next system on our patrol. Tashinas, let's go. I did take in my Packrat mobile tractor unit. Excellent. And a Sinti 8-type adaptive nano plating. That's not allowed here, Sancha guys. Impounded. That's more ISK for co-incorporated. Excellent. Next system. Let's see what we have over here. Love the new gates. Still really cool. Look at that. That effect here. And then the banners. Really awesome. And here. What's going on? Only what? Man, I'm surprised. You usually get more anomalies. But let's see what this is then. The size... Not that bad. It could be another 3 out of 10. Looking at the size, I don't think a 4 out of 10, but it could be another 3 out of 10. And sometimes you are really lucky when it comes to that respawning, of course. We just completed one. And that means that somewhere else in New Eden, the site pops back up. And so from time to time, I do get the feeling like, alright, it's the same one again. I'm really lucky. Unfortunately, that's not happening here. That is just a wormhole. So nothing illicit going on so far in Tashinas. That's good. We can continue our patrol. And there are my other buddies from the police. Concorde Cruiser. So off we go. Probes, yeah, probes are in, drones are ready. Let's keep going. All alone in Tashinas, which is, I mean, it's an away system for exploration, right? This doesn't lead to anywhere, and you could always go straight from Dira to Chunka where we come from. So there's, I think, a connection there. There's really little need to be here, and quite often it means that there's lots of stuff to do in Tashinas. I absolutely love to check it, even if it's just for these 4 systems, Dital, Chunka, Tashinas, and then Dera. Quite often it is worth it, just because of how much there is to do in the previous one. But yeah, someone seems to be cleaning up anomalies as well. So we've got 2 more signatures here. Dira, for me, known as the ice system, because you also do have ice belts that pop in here, and so you've got plenty of miners. Not right now, but let's see if DDI or ANK are actually signatures with some more shady stuff happening in them. So let's try and do this quickly and efficiently. Quick stack call here again. That's a wormhole, so that's nothing too special, and I think it was over here somewhere that we had the other signature. Yep. Pretty close, but higher up. All right. Local, 7 other people, so might be busy. It's another wormhole. All right, well, a quiet day so far on our patrol. We are going to continue with the Neil system, see what's happening there. But so far, only 1 Sasha operation that has been busted by the police. Love the, look at that animation here, very cool. And then on the front, you've got the searchlights. I wonder what happens when we drop out of warp. Yeah, just too bad. I should have cleaned up my ship, honestly, before undocking here. Right now, feels a bit weathered, like we've been on patrol for months, and we're just out here for our first 15 minutes or so. Look at that light here. That is amazingly cool. And we've got some more blinky lights over there, but I thought that these were like projectors. So let's see if those open up or something. Yep, they open up. We just saw the effect a little bit as we take the gates. Here we've got, again, just 1 signature and large Gurnite, so who knows? Perhaps this is yet another one that we want. Nah, that looks too small, to be honest. We'll take a quick look at what it is, though. And then here you've got the searchlights that have opened up. You can even see the little covers there on top. Very, very cool. It is a combat site, but it's so easy to scan. No way that it's of any real juice. Still, I think we'll take a look at what's happening there. Since we are on patrol, yet again we are alone in the system, and it's just a Sasha hideout. Let's go bust that operation as well, if I can. I'm not sure if my cruiser can get in there. So we'll just stack this, see what happens. But it looks really amazing. Look at the red lights here as well, red blue lights on top. Very cool. Any other details that we're missing? So we've got the GDP back there. Of course, the drone bay, so important on this ship. And lots of blinky lights. Yeah, you do feel like you are the police on patrol when you're sporting this skin, to be honest. Very cool. So, next gate. Let's see if I can take it. Nope, there we go. That's what I was afraid of. God damn, it's your lucky day. Sasha scum. We'll inform the local authorities that there's a minor operation that they need to bust. It's not worth our time. So off we go. Lower Devil, very busy actually, that system, because of the research NPC station that is there. So that is also one that is not great for exploration, but then Upper Devil next to it is also one that's a little bit away. You don't, if you want to go to Amar or if you want to go to 00, then you don't need to go through that system, and as a result, quite often is a lot quieter, has lots of stuff to do, and that's where you find the good stuff, of course. So let's take a quick look at what's happening here. We do have 3 signatures and a Sancha refuge, so we are going to bust that one up after we drop our probes, of course. So here we go. Gleam for the range. Let's start our scanning. Yeah, that one might be good, especially if it is next to that planet. That would be an efficient scan. That's a wormhole. The other two, couldn't tell you where those are likely to be. So we're just going to go like this. And hello, Sancha scum. That is not allowed here, so we are just gonna drop our ogres, do a little bit of targeting, and see if we can figure this one out in the meantime. You gotta multitask. Make sure that nobody escapes justice here. Can also go like that. Alright. It's not an easy signature, so if it is combat, it could still be good. In the meantime, my drones are doing their work. It's another wormhole. Alright. Man, that's a lot of them. And then we still have some more Sancha pirates coming in. All the way up here. Let's see. Oh, should fire at him, of course. You want to escape. And then what you have to keep an eye out for, of course, is true Sancha. If you do see that, then, you know, definitely try to grab that loot. One more. It's just a cannibal. And that's unfortunately yet another wormhole. So, just as we finish our sweep of the rest of the system, we finish destroying this operation here. So that ought to despawn in just a moment. And that is yet another system cleaned up. We are moving up to Upper Debil. And now, there we go. Sancha Refuge is gone. Probes are in, so that's all good. Look at that. A nice little change since the latest patch. Take a look at the distances here as I warp away. Normally, there you go. They start to update. Look at that. Very, very handy if you are cleaning up anomalies. Then quite often, for instance, you have 3 or 4 refuges in a single system. The icon for warp to shows up on all of them. And so sometimes you click on the warp in button for the one that you're already in. Now you have those distances updating as you warp, as you are in that anomaly, and so you know exactly which ones are the ones that you can still go and run. That is a very good change here. And next up here we've got a little bit more as well. As I've said, this is the typical situation in Upper Debil. Only 3 people in local, lots of stuff to do. So we are now, we've got a probe here as well, so he's not really a danger. Let's see. We'll start with the drone cluster. We don't really like the rogue drones either. Let's see if I can do that one passively. In the meantime, we are going in there. And see if we find anything good. That is, of course, if you find a 3 or 4 out of 10, those operations get priority attention. That one is easiest, so I don't think it's gonna be great. Like that. And there's already a Gila in this drone cluster. Interesting. That's a relic site. As I've said, I'm here for a cleanup job, so I am going to completely scan that one down. In the meantime, we are going to take a look at that Sancha hideaway back there. And it's, yeah, Sancha relic site. Interesting. off we go there next. Let's see if we can spot this signature. But with a Gila, he's not very active so far. And didn't I click on this to warp? You're unable because... Oh, okay. Now let's see if I can go... now we are in warp somewhere. Okay, kind of strange. Not sure what was happening there. But we can keep going. And again, look at the updating here. Very, very handy. If you're looking for the one that you're actually in. Now you can see that I am approaching this Sancha hideaway right here. Very cool change. Like that. What do we have here? Just some really small stuff. I think that these are super easy to run actually. So we're just going to drop these guys. And that one seems to be pretty tricky to find. Let's go take a look. And I'll actually approach them as well. Just to get a little closer on their spawning points. That's a data site. That's gonna be a sleeper cache. Not really an option for me. In this Ishtar, it's not tanky enough. So we're going to take a look at the final signature. That stuff needs to go down. And we can still do like a quick approach to stay close. See if we can hit these guys. That worked. I don't even think I'll be able to fully scan down that sleeper cache in this ship either. Blop, down it goes. And that's another wormhole. A little bit unfortunate so far. Lots and lots of wormholes. Senti Enslaver. Let's take a quick look. See if there's anything like true Sancha that could spawn from this. I don't think so personally. You can definitely tell that this is even easier than a refuge. And there we go. That's all there is to one of these hideaways. Which means that we are quickly going to take a look at the Crumbling Sancha Antiqued Outpost. Something that should have been cleaned up by the Popo quite a long time ago. Or the local authorities, of course. So now Galente Police Department is on the job. We just have a data site, which is going to be very tricky to do. Then a drone assembly and a Sancha hideaway back there. But yeah, this is basically also what I wanted to share with you guys on this one. If I want to do like a full exploration run, right? If I feel like I've got time and I want to really spend a good amount of time in EVE Online, have some fun, then this is what I would do. I would do all of these anomalies. Maybe I would skip on these hideaways. I don't think anything great can come from those, but I would also clean up some relic sites, clean up a little bit of everything that that this ship can handle. And one of the biggest reasons for that, for me, for doing that, is that quite often getting rid of signatures starts to get the ball rolling in other regions as well, and thus you have a higher chance of seeing respawns. In the meantime, a refuge comes in here. That's cool. So we are going to do an orbit at 1000, and a relic should be this one. So let's see if we can take that out. Not here. Damn you. Yeah, there is the core. 1 carbon. Awesome. Really amazing to see that. But I'm here for the cleanup. Basically, this is a little bit of extra work, but you are getting a signature out of your systems into someone else's system usually. And I think that it increases the chances, if a system is empty, that it will be the one where something else would respawn. If there's lots of other players that are within the pool, let's say decently far away from you though, that are only focusing on 4 and 3 out of 10s, you cleaning this up gives you a higher chance of catching that respawn afterwards. That's my theory. I'm not exactly sure if that's how it works, but I feel pretty confident that there is a higher chance of something spawning within a system if it has very few signatures and anomalies actually in it. So off we go to the next one. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, orbit at 1000 is what I usually do. Here a micro warp drive might be handy, but I don't mind a little bit of casual flying. 6 kilometers I think is my range. And there we go, straight to that. A little bit of salvage there. But how can I complain? How can I complain when in the first 10 minutes I get this? Honestly, you can't. That is when I start to work for the community as the GPD. And do some cleanup. So we'll do that final one. We'll take on the refuge, and then there's a couple more signatures, a couple more systems, excuse me, that I do want to take a look at. We're gonna try and run these more efficiently than this system. Really focusing on what can potentially be good. Sancha Refuge, potentially through Sancha and an escalation as well. Don't always do these because being so close to nullsec, apparently there's very high chance that that's where my escalation ends up in, and I'm not gonna risk this ship in there. But it is potentially a good idea to keep running these refuges as well for the escalation, and then have a ship ready that you're willing to take in low and nullsec so that you can run these. And now we are approaching this one. Go. Local, 2 other people still. No new signatures, so we can take this out. Let's see where that leads us. Yep, got it. Just a little bit. Yeah, hardly worth it, as you can tell. The data sites, regular data sites, might be worth it because of the decryptors. Those can actually be worth a decent amount of ISK, but we'll clean up this refuge right there, and that's what I like to see, right? Signature gone. All there is now is that annoying sleeper cache and then the wormhole, which of course you can't just get rid of like that. But next time I go back here into Upper Devil, I think it has a better chance now of having a new signature in it. So, Sancha Refuge, nobody in here. This time we'll be able to see the action since we don't have to scan anything down anymore. I like to use the ogres for these, so up we go. They start attacking me. The ogres automatically go after that, but they have this decently long orbit and they can basically fire at anything without me needing to move or them needing to move too much, which is very handy, of course. And then if you want to speed it up a little bit, give them individual orders. That's a bit too close. Blop, there we go. Next. Senti Raveners. First one down. Second one, blop, and you can tell that they can fire at these rats from pretty much anywhere as they spawn. So even if they're underway towards my ship again, you can tell they can still hit and get rid of them. They're just hanging around over there, not a problem. Blop, blop, blop. One or two shots, not through Sancha, that's unfortunate. And gone. Devourer, not through Sancha, come on. But look at this, the ogres there, just sitting there and taking potshots at anything. They basically, in a refuge, function pretty much like sentry drones. And now calling them back in really doesn't take that much time. Alright, let's move on to the system of Lydia then. We just have one Sancha hideaway and one drone assembly. I think that we can leave those to the local authorities again. They're not too hard to do. Get ready. So radio I think is okay. If we have a 4 out of 10, that's what I want then. So I'm gonna gamble and prep for the best possible site for me in the next system, and we'll just keep going for a little bit more. And yeah, up until Dital, I think it's just a couple more jumps, and then we'll have done one of my standard routes that I do practically every day. I would say not every day, but almost. And then if I feel like doing more, then of course I make several other rounds, and I have extended rounds as well if I want to go for hours on end, where I check every single system in this region as well. So next system here, we do have a drone assembly and then 2 signatures, so I am going to see if I can combine that yet again. Small outposts, rogue drones, although I don't think there's potentially any really good drops from there. And this lower one could actually be a good size, so we'll see. Let's start with this one first. Oh man, a Cinnaball and a Vixor Navy issue in a tiny little drone assembly. That's interesting. Then I don't think that this will be anything, but we'll take a look at it anyways. And I think my best move, well, good to see other capsuleers out patrolling and getting rid of all the nasties here. So I think Udala, let's do a warp within 0. And rogue drone asteroids. You know what, maybe we'll try and do that. Take a quick look and see if we get anything from the cache there. Definitely needs to be cleaned up as well. We don't want the rogue drones to take the upper hand here or become a problem. So off we go. Rogue drone asteroids. And yet another wormhole. Alright, off we go. We'll leave Anubis in the Cinnaball to clean these rogue drones up. And we'll go after these ones. Local 5. Alright, decently busy actually. Take the gate, go, 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 which is here, so messed up my distance again. And look at that background, Minmatar Nebula. And then, there's the Amar one, all around us. So nice. Alright, what's happening over here? We've got some converted drones apparently, or hacked. I'm not sure how we should call that. No choice. Don't think even Creodron has the technology to save these little drones from their fate here. They need to be destroyed. And that is done. Faithful servants are back in the drone bay, so let's see what's happening behind this gate here. I wish that CCP would do more with the rogue drones, honestly. Potentially that lore is so cool, so full of stuff that could be having a big impact on the game. So it would be very cool. So 36 kilometers, you know, I'm actually going to give this a try. With the sentries, let's see what kind of an impact we can do with that. And then we'll also use our lasers. Sentry drones, fire, fire, fire. Ooh, that's good. That's not bad. Let's target some more stuff here. You're next. And then here we finally come across some of these real rogue drones. And, oh, okay. Messing that up a little bit. Let's see if we can keep hitting. And then at 64 kilometers, I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. But we'll give it a go. And what are they doing? They're still trying to get around that massive asteroid. That's still not a great position. Or spawn decision there from CCP. So let's see. Let's see if I can clean this up. This first black drone container, I mean, it does hold some like overseer effects, but I don't think that it holds potentially any good loot. In the second room, if I'm not mistaken, you do potentially have faction loot. I think it was like a micro drive that I've had dropped from there once. So I'm going to rush. I'm going to try and do this as efficiently as possible. Rush the second room as well. But look at what this Ishtar can do, right? You just sit on the warping. Enemies are up to 65 kilometers and behind this really annoying asteroid. If you have to do all of that flying, yeah, it's gonna take you a long time. Now, not a problem. Snipe everything down and you're good to go for the second room. Do I have room in my fitting for a micro drive? I probably do. So I think maybe a micro drive might actually be the ticket on this one. For now, this is what I'm running with. Also, down in the description of the video, of course, you can take a look at the fitting. And here it is cleaned up. That's what I think it looks like. So much more sparkling, bright white. Very cool after I'll clean up this ship, which I really do need to do. But let's take a look at this one first here. See how we can handle the second room. Go, 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 please. And yeah, that one, or maybe that's the whole idea, right? If you want to get to that loot, you gotta do a little bit of traveling, but it does feel a little bit annoying, to be honest, that you would have to do all of that. And the fact that those rogue drones then are stuck behind that massive rock, I don't think that's too good design, to be honest. So, second room, let's see what we've got here. Starting ranges, 20 kilometers, so I think I'll just switch to standards. I'll give it a try and maybe starts from the back as well with targets for the sentry drones. And then here on the front side, we'll do this. Definitely use the drones on that as well. Blop, gone. Fire, gone. That's good. Now I can. No, that's gonna be Gleam already. Let's see if we can still hit this guy. So that is decent. I think he's starting to be a little bit close, unfortunately. Can still hit him, but not too well. Let's see if we can put a couple more on these. So we can clean a lot of these guys out, but look at that, 1 kilometer. I don't think my lasers will be able to... Sasha's Nation doesn't like me again. Will be able to do too well still. Most stuff is dying. Yeah, but this now, not even the guards are going to be able to do that too well. So we're just going to switch to the small drones. We're going to approach our scratched cask, activate Afterburner, and tell them to attack something. There we go. This guy, let's see if I can still hit that with my lasers. Yep, blop, he's gone, just like that. Very cool. And then our former target is now starting to fall back a little bit, so we might be able to track him. That does look good. White beams. With that skin, very fitting, I feel. And then if we go to the scratched cask, let's see what we got here. And then if I can warp out, I think that sometimes you are pretty close to all of this stuff. But in the meantime, look at what's happening here. We only have a Sasha hideaway left, so the capsuleers are cleaning this up nicely as well. Very good patrol so far. And yeah, Sasha hideaway. We're not gonna bother with that right now. Unfortunately, no loot from this one. It's very rare, but it does happen from time to time. And I think Udala is our next destination. After that, Esesama. Or this is Udala, actually. I keep pronouncing it Udala, but it's Udala. And then we'll be home in Detal and we've done a patrol. The biggest thing, of course, is now, as long as I don't completely log out, I know that this is a wormhole. So if I do another round, I immediately see if there is something new or not. And I can just do a quick extra round as well. But you can tell Electrophysic is here as well in his Gila, competing with me. So let's see. Let's see if he starts to scan on the other side as well. And if you get a competition going on. Lots of people, one signature. Alright. He's actually warping off. Maybe he already knows what it is. Let's then align SSAMA again to try and save a little bit of time on this one. So I suspect he already knows what this is. And in all likeliness I would say a wormhole. And he just skips to his next destination. And, oh, it's a combat site. Alright, well, the race might actually be on if he has a different routine, where, for instance, he actually warps to the next gate or warps to the sun or something like that, or even to a safe spot when he scans. It's just a chemical yard. That is actually pretty crap and possibly not even accessible for my Ishtar. So we're just gonna move on from this one, SSAMA, and then we're back. And we'll have done our round. But pretty good. Pretty good. I love this ship and the fact that it can do everything. On top of that, if you really want to take your time, right, enjoy all of the content that's available here, just drop your mobile tractor unit and then allow your salvage drones to take all of that salvage as well. Then you're cleaning up 100% of that content and everything will be nice and clear on your next route. And then hopefully you get some nice spawns that, yeah, I think that is a lot of fun. And there's not that many ships that have all of that utility. You get these awesome drones, you get a large enough bay, you've got the analyzers. Really awesome. So next... I'm not seeing that that Gila pilot. We do have two signatures here. That one seems a bit small. And that one as well, to be honest. So I don't think it's gonna be great. And here now we have a Fenrir. Down there. Let's hope he's not bringing in anything he's not allowed to, because then... get the police watching. Well, not that I could do a lot. Oh, he's actually going in there. So here we get another relic site, which is not great. But potentially we can run it if we want to. And then down here, what's that going to be? And it's gonna be over there. Always take the furthest point from your previous center. That's the easiest way to do it. And that's another wormhole, which leaves us with just one more jump into Detal. Let's see if there's anything new there. It was completely empty when we first undocked. Here we have 7 people in local, which is not bad, but it is part, of course, of the highway to and from Amar. So, and with NPC stations, which you don't have in Detal. I think that's why there is a decent amount of people living there. But I must say, Detal itself is getting very populated. I'm seeing lots and lots of structures all over the place. It's really awesome to see all the activities there. And I think from the Void region, if you don't go up into Nullsec there, that this is actually, yeah, become a nice little hive of activity actually for the region, which I think is really cool. And then of course you need people that clean that up from time to time when it comes to all that rogue drone and Sancha activity that keeps coming. And potentially, as we saw here, you can make some nice ISK from that as well. So let's see if there's anything new here. If not, we can go back to home base. Just a Sancha Den. I'll clean it up. Actually, Sancha Den, I did one a couple of days ago, and there was a True Sasha cruiser that spawned in it. So potentially, you might actually have something good. I've never really focused on these. I always skip them. Not sure why, but now that I saw that there is potentially a True Sasha cruiser that comes in, I'm really curious to see what kind of a loot table that has. It could be really good. And so I think that it is worth it to take a look at that. Let's see if we get lucky. Let's see if we can do this. No, we're not gonna use the guards because everything is like within 10 kilometers. So we're actually going to use the ogres on this one again. And take a look. We'll take out the missile batteries first. I do think I'll have to rep a little bit in this side. It's gonna be a bit more damage. But that is gone. Let's see if we can... God damn you. Sometimes the menu doesn't want to pop up quickly enough. Did I tell that one to return? No way. Oh, yeah, looks like I did. Yeah. Sometimes the menu not doing everything that I want it to do. Let's go. And let's keep an eye on the new spawns then. Zap, you're gone. Manslayer back there. Let's go. Yeah, he's too close, so the tracking because of the medium beams still not great. But I think it's worth it to have that long range as well. So that is 2 cruisers and a destroyer, but no True Sasha, unfortunately. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. But yeah, I love the ogres on an anomaly like this, right? Everything spawns very close to the center. These guys don't need to do a lot of traveling to have range on the targets. And as a result, blop, it's gone. And then the Devourer left. Same thing, you don't see them moving too much. They just start aiming at something and destroy it. So that's pretty good. Just keep fighting. The cruisers are nice. I think I'll try to use the lasers on the smaller targets. At least we got a hit in. Yep. Ah, so close. That's too bad. Cruiser down. And fire. And this guy did move away a little bit, but blop, he's gone. Juggernaut Horror. Yep, nothing again. But you can tell that this is a slight step up from the refuge. So that is gone. I know from the refuge, for instance, that you can have warp disruptors and warp scramblers through Sasha. That can drop. That's worth a lot of ISK. So that just makes it worth it. Here I don't really know, and it's definitely gonna be an experiment that I'm gonna keep running. If I see it, then I'm gonna run it, and I'm gonna keep a close eye on what kind of loot we can get from that. In the meantime, it's mostly my drones doing the work, to be honest. Like that. And that guy at 16. Look at that. Just from all the way down here, they decide to go after that and destroy it. Yet another spawn. Alright, gonna keep cleaning that up. No problem. Maybe I'll try something like that. Yeah, ooh, they're doing... They read my mind. Go after different targets. That's pretty good. Look at that. You get your own little fleet that is fighting and duking it out with those with those Sasha bastards. It's really cool. Look at the way this fight is just developing right in front of you, and you're the little carrier, in this case the police carrier, that is in control of everything. That is too bad, because that does not look True Sasha. And then we should see just a couple of green. Not even that. and it is cleaned up. So that's unfortunate. I can do a quick look just to make sure. Adrix. So it would have to say true Sancha, I think, if there was any. So let's remove that again. Let's go home to the Astrahus. And yeah, that was a cleanup patrol with the Ishtar. Such a great ship, absolutely love it. And if CCP comes out with skins like that, well, what choice do I have than to make a video about it? Thank you very much for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you next time.